I'm Sugar.
And I'm Spice.
And this is
the Sugar and Spice Show. Today we will be making the best brownies.
The ingredients are
1/2 cup of butter, which in our case would be an entire stick.
1 cup of white sugar.
That is right here. And then we'll need 2 eggs. 1, 2.
1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder.
It smells like chocolate. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And here's a pro tip. Don't leave the vanilla out for long because you should always add it last because there's alcohol, believe it or not, in vanilla extract. And you don't want it to get old and blended really. So always add that last.
1/2 cup of all-purpose flour.
And after that, we will need 1/4 teaspoon salt.
That's very small. Then we will need 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder.
Let's get cooking.
Heat the oven to 350.
And we've already preheated it, so right now it's about 240. So
then you need to grease or flour an 8-inch by 8-inch square pan.
Okay, so now the second step is in a large saucepan, which is over there, melt the 1/2 cup of butter. So we're gonna peel this off. Butter. Also, then we will also need to melt. Oh, we need to wait for that to melt, and after it's melted, we need to remove it from the heat and stir it in the sugar, eggs, and 1 teaspoon vanilla. And it says beat in 1/3 cup cocoa, 1/2 cup flour, salt, and baking powder. And then we spread the batter into the prepared pan.
So in our mixing bowl, we will put in the sugar,
which is right there. This is a lot of sugar, folks. A lot of sugar, which is going to be delicious.
And then we'll need to crack our eggs and put them in there too.
And remember, even though the batter may look delicious, don't eat it unless, because there are raw eggs in this mix. So, and be careful to wash your hands after you crack the eggs. And always check if there are any shells. So we are going to throw the eggs away immediately and rinse off our hands.
Yes.
Okay, so now that we have the eggs and sugar in, we are going to add
1 teaspoon
vanilla. She's going to add that in while I check on our butter. Oh, that's great. It's almost melted. Can I please have a mixing spoon, my friend?
Yes. Yes, Spice.
Okay.
Here is a mixing spoon.
Oh, that was great.
So I put in the 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And we will wait until our butter is melted and then we will add it in. Now we will add it in and stir it with our other ingredients.
I love stirring. We stirred this. Doesn't look great, but it sure does smell like food. Delicious food, I guess. It does not look delicious, but I'm sure since it says best brownies in the recipe we got, they are going to be simply the best. If not, then we demand our money back.
Okay.
Okay, she's going to start beating.
And you
add in the cocoa. Whoa, careful. That's powder, that's powder. Okay, and then we add in the flour. And then we add in the salt and baking powder. can start on, now we need to bake this in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. And you cannot overcook these. No overcooking.
And I will start the timer. There we go.
And while we do that, we'll make the frosting. Okay.
I'm Sugar.
And I'm Spice. Welcome back to the show.
Right now, we are going to make the frosting for our best brownies.
Okay, we are starting off with 3 tablespoons of butter that is softened.
3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder.
1 tablespoon of honey. Yum. Reminds me of Lisa.
1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
And 1 cup of confectioner's sugar. So let's get cooking. Okay, first we combine 3 tablespoons of butter. And then we add the 3 tablespoons of cocoa. That made a funny sound. And then we add the 1 teaspoon of vanilla.
Oh no.
So she's going to measure that out, 1 teaspoon right there. We need to add that last one. Oh. Okay, and then we add. So you might want to scrape it out. Yes.
My hands are clean.
Her hands are clean. No need to worry. That looks delicious. But, and then we add the 1 cup of confectioner's sugar. My friend said it's a lot of sugar. Can't go wrong with sugar. Okay, then we need to get out a mixing spoon and mix those ingredients.
I'm Sugar.
And I'm Spice. Welcome back to the show.
We are going to put our frosting on our
Brownies. They're freshly baked, and
still
remember,
warm.
we're frosting them while they're still warm. So I'll take the first swing at it. And, well, thank you so much for watching. These are sure to be a crowd pleaser. And we will write our own reviews on the website to show you what we thought of our brownies. And you can write us a note on the website. Go to our guest book page. You can write us. You can tell us how we did, or any recipe you want to see, and you could write down the recipe. That would be nice.
Thank you for watching us, and thank you for listening. Please watch our second episode.
It's going to be a tea time special.
Coming up soon.